Some people come to me saying, I just don't feel confident. They're looking for that inner strength, that self-assurance, thinking it must be something they can learn or acquire from outside, like a skill or a trick or a mindset hack. But here's the thing, confidence doesn't come from pretending to be someone you're not. It comes from remembering who you are. Confidence isn't loud. It's not about dominating a room or having all the answers. It's a quiet, grounded and stable. It's that deep inner sense of, I know who I am, I know what I stand for, and I trust myself to live by that. And that, at its core, is about values. Your values are the principles that govern your decisions. What you care about most, what drives you, what you'll stand up for, and what you won't compromise on. And the truth is, most of us aren't fully aware of what our values even are. We just live by them kind of unconsciously, wondering why we feel stuck or out of sync or constantly pulled in different directions. But when we bring our values out of the unconscious, when we name them, reflect on them, and start living in alignment with them, something shifts. That sense of inner conflict fades, life becomes clearer, and confidence begins to grow. Not because we've changed who we are, but because we've come home to who we are. Think about it. Every decision you make, every choice you weigh up is filtered through your values. But if you don't know what those values are, then how can you trust your decisions? You can't. And without that trust, confidence struggles to exist. And now here's what I've noticed. When people feel confused, overwhelmed, or like they're drifting through life without purpose, it's almost always because they're living out of alignment with their values. Maybe they're in a job that doesn't reflect who they are. Maybe they're in a relationship that violates their core needs. Or maybe they're trying to live by someone else's values, values they've inherited, absorbed, or been told they should have. And that creates a kind of internal misalignment. It doesn't always show up as a loud, dramatic crisis. Sometimes it's just a low-grade dissatisfaction, a restlessness, a sense that something isn't quite right. And that's the sign that it's time to pause and get curious. What do I truly care about? What do I value? Not what I think I should value, but what actually matters to me. When you start answering that question, you start to reclaim yourself. You begin to understand why certain things light you up and others drain you. You understand your reactions better, and why some things make you deeply angry or incredibly moved. Your emotions start to make sense because they're showing you where your values are being honored or violated. One of the most powerful things you can do is reflect on those moments in life that stirred strong emotions within you. What made you feel proud? What brought tears to your eyes? What left you furious? What made you feel truly seen, truly alive? Those moments are clues. They point you directly to your core values. And once you've identified those values, you can begin to live by them more consciously. That's where the shift happens. That's when confidence begins to grow, not from pushing yourself or faking it until you make it, but from becoming more authentic. Living in alignment with your values creates integrity. Integrity isn't about being perfect, it's about being whole. It's about your thoughts, actions, and decisions all pointing in the same direction. And when that happens, when you stop kind of betraying yourself, you begin to trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, you radiate a quiet, unshakable kind of confidence. Now, this isn't just about your personal life. This applies equally in your professional world, your business life. If your work doesn't align with your values, it's going to cost you energy. You'll burn out. You'll feel disconnected. But if your personal values and business values are aligned, you'll experience passion, purpose, and drive. Work will become meaningful, not just something you do to earn a living. Success, after all, isn't just about what you do, it's about who you are. The most successful people I know live by their values. They don't compromise what matters to them. And because of that, they're clear, they're focused, and they're resilient. They're not chasing some kind of external validation because they already have an internal compass. So how do you begin this process for yourself? Well, start simple. Ask yourself, what's important to me in my work, in my relationships, in my friendships? What do I need in order to feel fulfilled, respected, even alive? Write down the answers, sit with them, refine them. And once you have a list, try ranking your values in terms of their importance. Not everything can be your top value. Getting clear on your top 3 or 5 values will give you a strong foundation to build from. And remember, your values may shift and evolve as you grow. That's perfectly natural. So keep checking in with your values. Revisit them regularly. Updating your values as your life changes is part of staying in alignment with who you're becoming. In the end, confidence isn't something you find, it's something you access. It's already within you. It was always there, waiting for you to align with it. So if you're searching for confidence, don't look outside yourself, look inward. Look to your values, live by them, stand by them, and you'll discover the kind of confidence that can't be shaken because it comes from truth, not performance. And that kind of confidence, it lasts. And if you'd like help discovering your values, visit my website and book a free discovery call, and let's explore your values.